Live. Whenever you're ready.
Boom shakalaka!
Woo!
Hey, all right.
Okay, we got to start all over from the top because we in Waterloo.
That's
Chaveevah.
right. That's the way we do it.
In our hometown.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's all about being here on a Friday, 319.
Yes.
And if you're not here, if you're not watching us right now, you are virtually square.
Yeah, something like that.
Because we told them, Chaveevah.
That's right.
Be there
Or
be virtually square.
That's right.
And I don't see, are there any square people that you can see from here? You're virtually square. You're virtually square.
That's right.
No.
And you're essentially L7.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. All jokes aside, welcome to Ms. Rocki and Chaveevah's North End update, because Rock is always something good happening in the North End.
And everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
That's
Chaveevah.
right.
And
That's right.
everybody knows that.
Right.
I mean, it's just a given fact.
That's right. That's why we have so many awesome guests on, where we can talk about the good things that are going on in Waterloo.
That's
The
right.
319.
The Lou.
That's right.
Airport talk. What? Tell me one more time.
ALO.
ALO. Sometimes I
right.
forget, but Tara did teach us that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a young man, Zion, that's helping us today in the studio, and we're
Yes,
at
we
Waterloo,
do.
Waterloo Studios here in downtown Waterloo, and we thank our camera crew for helping us out and
That's right.
making our show even that much better. So
Awesome.
thank you, Zion, for helping us. We're waiting for people to sign in and shout out to us. Let us know what you're thinking about. Is there anyone, Zion, that's talking to us right now? What are they saying?
No, but a lot of people are doing thumbs up.
They're
and
looking.
hearts.
Thumbs
Okay,
up.
we
Okay.
love you.
Hearts.
Mwah.
Thumbs up.
And thumbs up to you.
Yes.
All right. We have some great guests today.
Yes, we
Chaveevah.
do. Yes, we do. We
Okay.
have Eliz Geyer from Laughing Tree Tea. That's right downtown at the Waterloo Center. Well, not downtown, but at the Waterloo Center for the Arts at 225 Commercial Street.
Right
Yes.
across from Young Arena, another one of our prized possessions here in the Cedar Valley.
Yes.
And her tea is fabulous.
Yeah, she's got some really pretty delicious sandwiches and other different things there too.
Oh, yes, yes. And you know, I just found out in our pre-interview that she grows her own herbs and she dries everything. And,
Really?
you know, there's a whole process that we're going to learn about today.
Okay, that's awesome. We're going to get a chance to talk to her later a little bit in the
Exactly.
show. Yes.
And she bought us some wonderful gifts that some things you can't see on the table because they're green, but they'll be fun later on.
Yeah, because it's magic. You
It'll
can't
be-
see them because it's magic.
Yeah, we're going to call it magic.
There you go.
Some of that Friday night magic.
Okay.
Okay.
And who else we got here?
We have Mr. Michael Madlock today
Yes.
that's joining us. Now, this young man has come back to Waterloo, and he decided to do something really special that's close to his heart. And he's a great mentor, and he has a basketball team, from what I understand.
Yes, the Iowa Gold Star Hoops Academy.
Yes.
And he deals with, young players, I think 3rd grade through 10th grade. But when he comes on, we'll have a chance to talk to him about that, and you can find out all about the great things he's doing.
Yes, he's very passionate about it. I talked to him earlier, and you can tell this man is on fire, and he believes in what he's doing. And
That's wonderful. That's the kind of people that we need right here in this community, working with our young people. So.
that's right.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to do our quick shout outs before we introduce our
Oh,
guests.
yes.
We want to shout out to Waterloo Writing Project.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We got a chance to visit them. They're at the location of the old Rose Hill Church over on Broadway. The exact address escapes me right now, but that's an awesome group of young people, what they're doing. I really love that.
It was so inspiring to see those young people having this kind of grown-up discussion, because, you know, young people nowadays are facing things that they shouldn't have to be facing. So they
Right.
were talking about things that would inspire their writings.
Yeah, topics that adults sometimes try to not deal with. These young people were facing it head on and using those topics and what they got out of their conversation to,
In their writings.
Yeah, to put
and
into
some
their
of the
writing.
topics were not easy. I mean, they were talking about gun violence, racial tensions.
Yes.
And these are 14-year-olds and
Right.
younger.
And the whole
older.
concept of it takes a village.
Yeah. So it was a great thing. We're going to
It
go
was.
back there in April and find out more about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we have a surprise for you, probably out of the group. So Juliet and Tanara may be happy to know we got some teenagers that we're looking at. So,
Yes.
yeah, and we got to shout out because we advertised for Jay Barber to be on today, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. Jay Barber, he is a barber and stylist at the Five Seasons Hair and Beard Studio at 626 Sycamore Street. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to be with us today because he's just so busy.
He's
but
swamped.
hey, what a problem to have, okay?
Exactly. He called and said, I am so sorry. But I'm like, you know what? Go and make that money,
There you
baby.
go.
Go to get that dollar bill.
There you go.
Because we understand all about that. And, sometimes we do have cancellations. So we want to let our guests know that if you have been called and we couldn't get you on, that we certainly do try to work you in as soon as possible. And that's how Eliz got here, because we had to kind of move some things around, so we have her here today.
Yes, and we're
instead of
fortunate,
another
yep,
day.
that she had time to come and talk with us today.
Exactly.
We
Who
have
else we
some
got?
birthday shout-outs.
Oh, yes.
Okay, birthday shout-outs. Anita Clark, happy birthday.
Anita Jean, happy birthday.
Yes. Clint Shepard.
Yes, happy birthday,
birthday.
Clint. I wish I could sing.
Me too. I wish you could sing too.
Oh, hush. You sing far away, right?
All right, who else do we have?
Steve Bennett is a birthday fella.
Yep. Danielle Bay, Ladell Mardrain,
Chantel Caprice, A. Dot Taylor, A. Beauty
Marks.
Okay.
All right, go
That's a
ahead.
neat name.
There you
A
go.
Beauty Marks. Okay. Stephanie Brooks and Cleo Wilder.
Armani Johnson, and Rakisha Smith. Happy birthday, everyone.
Yes.
If we didn't get your birthday, all you got to do is just inbox us and let us know about your birthday or whatever that you're celebrating, your anniversary or whatever, and we will definitely shout you out.
We sure will. We'll be saying happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I couldn't sing. And I got sang to last week, the mayor.
That's right.
That was so much fun,
Yeah.
Chaveevah. It was a blast talking to him. It was a great show. Today we got a sponsor. We got to talk about our sponsor, Frugal Finds, the best store to go to ever.
Yes. Yes,
Tell
you-
them, Chaveevah, what about all them bargains we got last
You really
time?
need to check them out. They're at 316 West 5th Street, Suite B. And they just have a variety of things. When you walk in there and you think, oh, okay, you're looking for something to eat. You're looking for just general
A
merchandise.
snack, some chips, or,
Yeah. Yeah. You go in there, you'll find furniture, anything. Just-
Right. Aspirin,
Yeah.
NyQuil,
Right.
towels,
Yeah. All kinds of things.
everything. Chickens, $1 a pound for
Organic chicken.
organic
Right.
chickens. I'm talking the best store ever. Go there, Frugal Finds.
Yes.
And in fact, Chaveevah, we have a drawing because we asked you to like and share. And hopefully some of you are watching because we're hoping that you tuned in for that. So we have a drawing for another $25 gift certificate at Frugal Finds. But we're going to wait until our guests get here to do
Yes,
that. So
sure.
hang on, folks. We'll get there.
Okay.
Which also reminds me, real quickly, is that we are asking you to like and share Eliz's page today for next week's drawing.
That's right, and you can win some of this magical things that you see sitting on the table before you.
Right. So
Yes.
we'll get to all that soon. We just have to do one more thing, Chaveevah. The Frugal Finds, the website and the address again.
The Frugal, okay, they're located at 316 West 5th Street, Suite B, right here in Waterloo.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and stay tuned for that drawing in just a few minutes when we introduce our guests. But first, we have to talk about the Soul Town.
That's
Hello.
right. Every week we make mention of the Soul Town. It's just really a hometown proud magazine. And it's not just about things that happen right here in the Cedar Valley, but it's national, international even. Some of the correspondents had done a story about Cuba. They went and visited
Cuba.
Cuba
Oh, yes,
and wrote
actually.
about that. So there's a lot going on. The motto is connecting our culture to our conscious and cyber communities, and it really is something to check out. So
It's a wonderful magazine. Chaveevah
Yes.
and I both are writers for the Soul Town, and there are lots of other contributing artists that
Yes.
write a lot of different things. So, and Chaveevah happens to have the cover story this month.
oh yeah, that is right.
Yes, and March's issue will be out on March 15th. So every 15th of the month, you can look for a new edition of the Soul Town.
Yes, indeed. And you can find it, get your digital copy online at www.thesoultown.com. Or if you want to pick up a print copy, you can go to Tri-City Clothing at 305 East 4th Street, and also to Earth's Beauty Supply at 403 Franklin Street. Or you
Yes.
can just get in touch with Chillin'.
Right, and if you happen to be lucky enough to just see me anywhere, I always have a Soul Town in my
Okay.
car. So you can just say, hey,
I want my Soul Town. There you go.
okay. All right, I think without further ado, we have some announcements really quick. Chaveevah, you want to
Real
run through
quick.
those real quick, and then we got to get our guests
Super
on here.
quick.
so
That's right.
much.
We want to talk to our people.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, Checker.
Yes.
Checker in the Blue Tones, my girl Jovita, 6
Okay.
o'clock at Spicoli's tonight.
Yep.
And-
Let's see, there's tonight, Old School First Fridays. They're going to have a party. They have a first of the month party.
Every first Friday.
Yeah, every first Friday. They're at 120 Sumner Street. Check them out.
Yes, Saturday, King's Youth Breakfast at 9 to 11 a.m. at Jubilee United Methodist Church, 1621 East 4th Street. Free breakfast for youth and their families. And oh yes, and Saturday, be sure to
Yes.
watch Greetings from Iowa.
But it's not this Saturday. It's next
Oh, it's
Saturday.
next Saturday?
Yep, the 8th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're going to mention it again. But
Yes.
No, excuse me. It's not next Saturday. It's Thursday.
Oh,
excuse
come on,
me.
Chaveevah.
Thursday.
Okay, you sure?
Thursday.
Okay.
The 8th.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
right. Okay.
At 7:30, be sure to watch Greetings from Iowa Facebook Live, where they're going to have basically a marathon of season 1 episodes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
we might
And
be
we are
in
one of
there.
them.
We
so-
are one of them, yes. So watch Greetings from Iowa. We'll probably tag you in something on Facebook. You know how we
as
do.
the time comes up. That's right.
All right. Well, now we got all the talking part done. Let's
Yes,
get to
we
our
do.
exciting guests. We have today with us Eliz. Would you like to join us? And while she's coming up, and Michael, is it Michael or just Mike?
Mike.
Okay,
Michael.
Mike, well, come on up
Yep.
and have a seat.
Elise
with
Geyer
us.
and Mike Madlock.
Right, and these folks are here in our community doing great things. You know, we're just so happy to have them around.
Yes.
Well, one person has been here for a while. Are you a Waterloo native?
No, I'm a transplant.
Oh, you're a transplant.
Yeah, I've
And I
been
think-
here a while though, so.
Okay, great. And I think you are from Waterloo.
Born and raised.
Born and raised
Born and
here.
raised in Waterloo.
That's right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Yes.
welcome. You're welcome. And at least we know you have these wonderful things. We're going to actually make some tea this afternoon,
Yes.
right when we get ready to close, and toast on some tea instead. So I better drink my wine up before we get to tea time. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Okay. And Michael, we think we'll talk to you first a little bit about you, and then we can move over to the tea making time.
Okay. Yes, yes. Basically, talk to us. Tell us about what the Iowa Gold Star Hoops Academy is all about.
The academy is all about making teamwork and building players into developing guys into higher level basketball players. You know, we so much think about how they're doing the long term end, and that's what I'm trying to do. Try to continue to have them play for the long term, not the short term.
Okay, so these skills that they're learning now will be something that they can carry with them to junior high and high school.
Junior high, high school, college, just continue to play, even if it's just to make it to college. Then
Sure.
get you education. Then from education, you can build your life from that point. So that's where I'm trying to make take my program to. We want to make it to that height where we can build kids to make them to college, and then from there give back to our community.
See, one thing that I have noticed about the way that young people, yourself included, and other, how you're working with the young people, it's not just about the sports. Sport is your vehicle.
Yes.
But at the same time, you're also getting that opportunity to impart other kind of values and stuff like that to children.
Yes.
And I just want to say I admire and
Yes,
appreciate that.
thank you
Thank you.
so
Yes.
much for coming back to the community and
Thank you.
starting such a great endeavor. And what made you want to do basketball? I mean, there's football, other sports.
I love other sports, but I was a basketball guy. As a kid, I grew up playing basketball my whole life. So I just want to give them a vision of how they can make it with basketball. Any other sport is great too. Be
course.
2, 3, 4-star sport guys. But basketball is my specialty, is my skill set.
Close to
Okay.
your heart, okay. And how many students do you have, and how can people get in touch with you?
We had open gym last Saturday. We had 55 kids show up. Pretty good
Wow,
showing.
that is
Yeah.
a good showing.
Yes.
And what is the fee?
The fee is a $200 one-time fee only.
For the year?
Yeah, for the year, for the whole year. So it'd be 6 tournaments within that year. Then we start from now. Well, matter of fact, today is our first day of practice.
Oh,
Wow.
So it'd be the first day of practice
Congratulations.
today. So I'm very excited about that.
Oh, wow.
The fee is just a one-time fee. We're gonna play 6 tournaments. Then we're gonna cut it off at September. Then we're gonna go back in October, and we're gonna continue to play.
So it's year-round?
It's year-round, yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
what a blessing, because in the summertime, these children,
Right.
and how often is the practice?
We're gonna practice twice a week, 5 to 9 p.m. Wednesdays and Fridays.
What are your age ranges?
We're going everything. Well, I got a 7-year-old, so
Okay.
most definitely we're having from 7 to
Yes.
Coaching that team.
right. I'm most definitely coaching that team.
Okay.
7 years old all the way to 16.
Okay. How many people do you have working with the young people?
As of now, I have 6.
Oh,
I have
okay.
6 guys that's really dedicated to the cause. So I think we're going to start off on a real good trend right now, and we're just going to try to build and improve as we go.
And are you looking for volunteers?
I'm always looking for volunteers.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear
Always
that,
looking for
folks?
volunteers.
Give them a call,
Okay.
and they can get a hold of you on Facebook for
Yep.
sure.
Yes, on Facebook. Yes.
And how else?
You can go to my website. It's www.iowagolstarsacademy.com. Go ahead and go to it. Like my tab on Facebook. If you need to get in touch with me, it's always my inbox, and I also have my number posted if you need to get in contact.
Do you have any specifics as to who can participate?
None.
Okay.
None. It's no handicap to it or anything like that. We'll go with who want to play. We'll develop them from the beginning. It depends on your skill set, because we're going to develop you and make you a better player and a better person.
There you
All
go,
right.
folks. You heard it from Mike Madlock himself. I love it. I'm glad you're
Right.
here. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for inviting me.
And now we get to come to you, Miss Eliz, because you get to do the drawing for Frugal Finds. We don't want to forget
Okay,
that.
all right.
So drum roll,
It's a lot of
please.
responsibility.
Wait, let me shake him
He's
up.
good.
All
He's
right.
got the
Ryan
drum roll.
doing our drum roll.
All right.
Okay.
There
All
we
right, I'm
go.
ready.
Wait.
Oh,
no
I can't
peeking.
look. All right.
Okay.
I won't look here. All right.
Super duper.
Do I
What
get
we
to read it?
Yes. And the winner is
Peggy Passon.
Peggy.
All right,
Oh,
Peggy.
yay,
Congratulations, Peggy.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Peggy.
Yes, you won something wonderful.
I
Right.
gotta
and
check out that Frugal Finds place.
You
It sounds
Yes.
good.
You
Yes.
do. You're missing it because
What is it close to?
it's right in between
Between
5th and 6th
Yeah.
Street.
Okay.
As you're heading towards, as you're heading south
Okay.
on 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, if that makes any sense. I am the most directionally impaired person you ever saw. Okay, so we're gonna check in with Zion. Zion, is there anyone that wants to holler? Are they shouting?
Sharon Griffin Allen said hello.
Okay,
there's
hey,
our
Sharon.
Hey, baby, we love you.
Yes.
Who else we got? I know Joyce Ann is talking some stuff. What's she saying? Joyce is always good for a comment or
A
two.
lot of them are just questions that you guys asked.
Okay.
But Bruce Gardner says, hello ladies,
Oh.
missed you guys when I was in town last week.
Oh,
But
wow.
We were busy.
Oh, sure. Okay. Thank you, Zion. And thank you, Bruce, and everyone else that's tuning in. Okay, we're going to finish up talking with Eliz here, and you are a business owner. And what
Yes.
made you decide to sell tea?
Well, it started with my passion for gardening. So,
Oh.
started growing a lot. I have about 2 acres in the middle of town, which is kind of unusual.
Yes, it
and
is.
so I started growing a lot of herbs, and I was selling them at like farmers markets, things like that. And then slowly they started finding their way into my teacup because I love tea.
Oh, yes.
So I started kind of blending, throwing some herbs, some flowers into my teacups, and next thing I know, I quit my corporate job and
my
decided to
goodness.
do this for a living. Yeah.
Everybody's dream. And you know your personality fits. You're just so earthy. You seem like the tea person. Doesn't she seem like the perfect tea lady? Mm-hmm. I mean, you got the right job, and you are very inspiring and soothing.
Well,
know?
I think it's important to do things you have a passion for. You know, like
And it
his
shows.
basketball. or-
Absolutely, because
I mean,
no,
at
it
some
shows in
point
the
you have
finished
to
product,
say,
yeah.
like, okay, what's important in life,
and give in to
why
it.
was I put on earth? So
Right.
I guess mine was to make tea.
Yeah, and we know that it didn't start out easy. I'm sure that, how did you decide where to have your store?
Well, let's see. Well, I looked at different locations. Actually started before I opened the store by selling at farmers markets. So I did the
Okay.
Des Moines Farmers Market. I did local farmers markets, and then built up a business plan, and then decided at that point, to quit my full-time job and open up a store. And that location was available. It has
Wow, it's a
the
perfect
facilities
location.
so that I can blend and sell the teas commercially now.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, Chaveevah, where's her store is in the Waterloo Center for the Arts.
That's right.
And
225
Sue's-
Commercial Street.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm just listening. It's
Exactly.
like, I'm not a host. I'm just listening
Right,
like everybody
right.
else.
Because
you know?
I've heard plenty of times people say, oh, Chaveevah doesn't get to talk at all. So I'm like, okay, take it away, Chaveevah. But yeah, her store is right there in the Waterloo Center for the Arts. And
Yes.
you walk in and it's just so inviting.
And I've also gotten to the point where you can get my tea at other places. I'm expanding that. So if you go to Basil Pizza, they serve my iced tea there.
Oh, how nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and they also have some of my hot teas right next door at the street food place, Chaveevah right next door. So
Yes, okay, so
Yeah.
you're getting around.
yeah, I'm looking at expanding, and right now I do the Cedar Falls Farmers Market, Cedar Rapids, and Des Moines. So
Okay, great.
You cater also, don't you?
I do a lot of catering, yes,
Okay.
for
Okay.
parties, events, fundraisers, things like that. So
Yeah,
I
as I
have fun.
said, she makes some pretty delicious food. I was
Yes.
down to the restaurant one time and I got something called a grown-up
grilled cheese.
grilled cheese. Yeah.
Yes.
Really good, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so we are kind of
Okay,
winding
almost
down.
at time.
So we want to ask you to, while
Yes.
you're making the tea, to tell it. While you're preparing a cup of tea, I'm going to talk about our drawing.
Okay.
So we have a drawing that people can actually win the tea, and we're going to talk about this wonderful magic cup.
Yeah. And
Right.
I just
I
think
don't know.
Can you see
Yes,
it?
can you see
No,
the
see
cup?
how it's like fades into the background. That's weird.
Okay.
Actually, it's because
Is
it's
it
green.
look-
It's the
Looking
same
magic,
color as the
all right.
background, right?
It's the
Yes.
same color as our green screen, so hopefully it looks like a magic cup. No,
And
it
this
doesn't. It
tea
looks
blend
green.
is raspberry romance.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's my Chaveevah. They're not getting that.
Well,
They're both raspberry romance.
Oh,
There
they're
you
both-
go.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what we're serving
all
today.
right, and you can go right on down to 225 Commercial Street and get your
Exactly.
own. How about that?
And next week, we're going to draw for this cup, this beautiful cup with a tea strainer and tea and everything. So please like and share the Laughing Tree website that's on our wall right now. You like and share that all week long, and your name will be entered for this wonderful teacup with tea.
Yeah, a couple of different samples, right?
Yeah.
And a tea ball so that you can steep it yourself.
And Eliz is, what are you doing? It's steeping now?
Yeah,
Okay.
they got the hot water in there.
Oh, you sell all these things
Yeah,
at your
yeah.
store too?
And then look, you just put it right on here.
Well, I'll
Whoa.
be.
Is that
Look at
fanciness or what?
Super.
Yeah.
Wow.
It needs a few more minutes. Or are
Okay.
we
Oh,
done?
that's fine. We can
No,
we
we're
can
fine.
drink it on the way out, and we'll just toast with our wine glasses. And it's just about tea time, is it not, Zion? Are we getting close to the end of our show? What do we got for time?
24 minutes.
24 minutes in on our show.
Yes.
So we can talk about where people can find you. Is there your website and
You can order online. You can find me at the Cedar Falls, like I said, the Cedar Falls Farmers Market, Des Moines. Yeah, there's lots of, Cottonwood Canyon,
Oh,
Cedar
okay.
Falls, they serve my teas.
All right.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And one other question I was going to ask you, and that's where do you dry the herbs? I mean, you grow them at your home.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And so where do you find
Well, it's
the-
myself and a few farmers. I've gotten to the scale where there's some farmers that help me grow the herbs now. So,
Oh, how
Wow.
nice.
and you can do it on dryers. You could do it on your oven, setting really low. There's lots of different ways to dry herbs. You
Wow.
can just hang them from the ceiling.
Sure.
So there's lots of different ways to do it.
Okay, well I just really admire you. I'm a gardener as well. I love flower gardens. We'll have to exchange gardening
Yes,
tips.
yes.
And I have an herb garden, but my herbs are usually like basil and cilantro,
Yes.
rosemary.
Like
and
cooking herbs, right?
cooking
Yes.
herbs,
Yeah.
yes. And mostly I like to grow them because they're so easy to grow. And I just, I like
You know,
the
in
smells.
India, basil is a tea.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah, I
called
don't think
Tulsi tea. It's a specific kind of basil, and it's actually pretty good, kind of
Is it?
spicy. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Wow.
And while we're waiting here a couple minutes for the tea to steep, I'd like to ask you, Mike, you said that your first practice is today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So about how long do you all practice before your first?
First,
Event.
well, our first event, we're going to play in the Cedar Valley. We're going to play, this is March 24th at the
Okay.
Cedar Valley Sportsplex. That's going to be our first tournament.
Oh,
Um,
good.
I'm going to try to get most of my team out there to play. If not possible, with the limitations on jerseys and things like that, so we'll see where that goes. But that's our first step right there. We're gonna take some of them kids from the different age brackets and put them in there and see what they do.
Okay.
Great. What a great place to play. We're so
Yeah.
proud of that sportsplex here in Waterloo.
It's nice.
Yes.
It's always busy, too.
Yes. Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us
you.
today. Oh, and
Oh, I
Mike-
get some? Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
You're very
Eliz.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, and so make sure you go to Laughing Tree and get your own tea.
Yes.
And it's very good. We have to toast, Mike. Boy, y'all just thirsty.
I-
We gotta,
I'm-
we
Just
gotta
want a
say-
little
Right,
taste,
I just want to see a little
Okay,
bit.
it just smells so good you can't resist.
Okay.
Okay, everybody out there, keep doing what makes you awesome.
Because it makes us all look good.
That's right.
All right.
See you next time.